All right, let's look at this new Dragon Ball Daima episode. I swear if nothing freaking happens this time too. Oh my god, this 82-year-old grandma's fixing the plane. Whoa! Hey, yo, first off, what do you say a bunch? We only got 3. No, he freaking ain't. This one sucks. He knows nothing, and his earrings changed. I just realized we got like a GT cast here. Her name's even Pansy. So that's Goku. That's Pan. That's Trunks. I don't know what he is. It's just nice to have him tagging along though. That's the freaking crab. He's still sticking by it? They make the god, because she asks him, wow, you're a god? They make it sound more like a class rather than an actual race, which is sick. They're freaking doing it right. All right, this is the scoop right here. This is what I remember. Glins are some fruit people born from trees. The typical ones look like freaking King Kai and crap. But every now and then you get a really good fruit and it looks like this man. So Zamasu, he's one of the freaking like the East Kai or something, but he's actually one of the good fruits. That's what I remember. Let's see what they say. Look at that boy! Look at that boy! And why he wearing Supreme clothes like clothes? Now hold up, this don't make sense. Is this the demon world? Alright, they live in these big eggplant houses. They're whole ass mortals that look like the Elder Kai. So you know what? Them wearing those clothes, it's no divine clothes. They just wear glinned clothes in our universe. And we just think they're god clothes. So Gohan was given Glin clothes. But I can't believe this thing is still true. Does this man never forget the stuff he makes up? He was born from the same tree when I was 216. So yes, he is. I thought he was your older brother. Does that mean you're all brothers? Even Kibito and that old Supreme... These are the answers I want to hear. Wait! So everyone that comes from one of the trees, they're brothers. Oh, wait, Glins don't have gender, so you aren't exactly men to him. So why does he have the... Why did they give her the big boobs? Well, I guess so. Glins are literally Namekians. They just drink water, and they're one gender. I don't know why she looks like that then. What the frick is he squinty-eyeing? Okay, so it sounds like she is the ultimate bad one in this story. We also know that she secretly came to our world and was checking stuff out. The show's not showing it, but she was snooping around in our universe. You know, she kind of fits the role of that Dragon Ball AF Kai that steals Goku's genes. And she's some kind of mad scientist. That's not what's gonna happen, obviously. But I suppose we can merge all our theories together, that she's some mad scientist, and meanwhile we're hunting the Dragon Balls. Maybe at the end of the show, it's through her and her mad science skills that, what's this man's name? Abura is resurrected with this third eye, and that's the final boss of this show. But hey, you know, Elder Kai, he probably from the same tree as you, you know? He look exactly like you. Yo, some of the other universes got some weird mans. Like, ew, some of these mans are green and crap. So let's just go based off skin color. Whatever the frick that is. That's not a Glind. Bro, is that not a Glind? Wait, that guy don't look like a Glind either. But yeah, then look at the original Supreme Kais, and him and him actually have pale skin, looking like humans. That's so freaking weird. What if, maybe because she's a Glind, what if like this man's not a Glind? What if by freaking coincidence or by accident, they actually showed that Glinds aren't all Supreme Kais can be? Like, look at this freaking man. That's a Glind? You from the lowest tree. Wow, I just realized now that's the name of a demon. They're Majin, evil human. So freaking the Kaoshin is a Majin. Even though he was trying to stop Majin Buu. His family at that point. Frick. Okay, so I guess I'm doing a lot of pausing in this episode, but I think he's hired by the scientist Kaiglin girl. He's directly following her lead. Who you talking to? See, I told you! I told you! Okay, you're back! You're back from our world. What'd you do there? Whoa! Why does Red look like some beerus thing? Why does everyone look like beers? What is this? No, it's just some freaking Minotaur. I thought we were fighting the Minotaur. Why is he watching? He uses magic? What? Yo, so he wields his magic like a long whip. Look at that crap. Whoa, put some respect! Put some respect on this! Look how good that looks! Holy frick, finally Vegeta! This man is training as a kid. What the frick? I thought you were red! Why is he pink? How is he lifting that? Finally Vegeta's coming. Piccolo's coming? Yes! Oh my frick. Come on, I want him to come home. I want to bring Piccolo home. So I don't know why the freaking ship crashed at the end of that, but I guess we can start to paint the rest of the picture of the story yourself. Goku's crew is gonna go get the Dragon Ball of the second realm. In some weird way, Vegeta and his gang is gonna end up in like the second realm. And they're gonna meanwhile get like the second Dragon Ball. Then both of them are gonna meet in the first realm. This is when they fight. What's this man's name? Goma together. They're gonna beat Goma. They're gonna beat Degasu. Then Scientist Woman's gonna appear. Freaking Glorio's gonna show his true cards. They're gonna resurrect Abra, use the Dragon Balls. And then Goku Vegeta gonna have to fuse, beat Abra. Something like that. Despite the freedom that we kind of saw the third Demon Realm King having, these dudes still run supreme even over him because the daughter has a collar as well. So Goma really has the whole Demon Realm under his grasp. I imagine Dabura was properly funding, what is her name? Erinsu? The scientist Kai girl. He was properly funding for her. It's only this new guy who's a bit freaking weird, Goma. So it makes sense. She's like, bro, someone kick Goma off. Forget resurrecting Dabura, who's good to me. Let's just resurrect his dad, who was super good to me. That's probably what's happening. I'll be so freaking happy because you know what? Even if we leave this and we go back and we're starting Super's events, which means, of course, we're leaving Pansy, the big Minotaur dude, and everyone behind. Listen, they're going back to the Demon Realm after Super. When Super comes back, what do we have to conquer after Super? Well, let's figure out Super's timeline. We have Tournament of Power. We have Broly. Then the superhero crap. From this, right after that, this crap here, when Super comes back, this is them going back to the Demon Realm. Pansy would have aged like, what, freaking like 5-6 years at most, so she's gonna look the same. But then we're gonna start to bring these mans back. There's gonna be some evil scheme plotted by the Demon World mans. Especially when you think about how Goma, in the first Demon Castle's throne room, he could watch footage of stuff just happening around the world. So they're watching Babidi and Buu lose to Goku. In the same way, freaking 7-8 years from now, however long it's been, God, I mean, Trunks and Goten are grown up after that last movie. So it's a good amount of time that passes. Let's say 10 years. 10 years later, if they're looking at the footage and they don't see Beerus on Earth, they don't see Whis and Angel hanging out on Earth, if they don't plan some crap, y'all know in like freaking Bleach, I haven't watched the anime, but when I read it freaking a long time ago, that's the vibes I want to see when the demons invade. I want to see 2-3 god destruction destroyed by the demons. How can it be? Because think about it, they established all these gods, 13 universes. We're just having our fun little tournament. There's not going to be some inner thread between the gods. Whatever threatens them has to come from outside. It literally has to be like they're the Soul Reapers, and some goons are going to come and pretty much declare war on them. Obviously, demons are far too weak for that to happen. Freaking Glorio can't even beat Kid Goku Super Saiyan 1. Pretty sure Abra is going to cap out at Super Saiyan 3. How the frick are we gonna get anyone who can fight a god of destruction? And potentially the angels, but that's a different discussion. Well, I guess this is when we'd have to talk about the actual counterpart to the Grand Priest, the freaking weird crap I've been saying. That's what they'd have to get into when Super comes back. But for now, they're establishing the demon realm and all these characters that we could revisit 10 years from now. It's going good. I imagine these demons, you see, Boo's been useless for all of Dragon Ball Super. I imagine you bring a couple of Majins from the demon realm over and Boo's like, yo, my people. And he starts to improve his magic, maybe. Maybe you could take a different approach with some characters rather than everyone fighting with their fists and have characters like Pan use more magic, be taught magic. The main thing I'm blown away at in this episode is that this man remembered that weird fruit crap he wrote down. He had no reason to still keep that true, but he shows them growing like fruits in the demon realm and throws a whole other spin to what we thought this freaking fruit tree idea was. We thought it was just in the Kai planet. Like every 1,000 years, a freaking new Kaioshin's born. Now, he put that whole thing in a different setting. I don't know where the fruit trees are now. I've never freaking seen a Kaioshin fruit tree. It's literally been like, what, 100,000 years minimum since all the Glins left, leaving only those two behind? Man, you know what one of the coolest things... Listen. This is what I'm ending this video off with. You know what one of the coolest things they could do at the end of this show? Now, it's not that important, but it'd just be really cool to see immortalized in a understandable way. Show a flashback at the very end of the show. Okay, so listen, Goku, Vegeta, all, they undo the wish, they beat Abra, everyone's an adult again, they say bye to all the Majins, come back to our universe. And like, the portals close pretty well so that no one crosses over during Super. Then have Goku and the gang just like dropping off the Kai and all at the Kai planet. And when they see Grand Kai there, in some way introduce a flashback. Elder Kai can just say something like, hey Goku, good job with beating King Abra. He's one of the strongest villains of all time, maybe even stronger than Boo. You know, actually, now that I think of it, maybe there was one stronger, but that's a tale for another time. And that's the end of the show. But then the show ends with one flashback before the credits. Have a flashback of Elder Kai while he's pondering about the worst enemies ever fought. This is so good. Have a flashback where it shows the whole setting of how Elder Kai's managing the universe. Beerus wakes up one day, pops up on his planet, and Elder Kai gets into a dispute with them, because I imagine they're life-linked at that moment, and they get into a little tussle. Elder Kai, as a Glind, is not fighting with his fist, but using all sorts of magic craps. He even almost seals Beerus in a sword. And then Beerus flips it on him, and that's how you end up with Elder Kai and the Z-Sword. And then have the Z-Sword freaking fall into the ground and leave Beerus off as the enemy that will reappear one day. And that's how you end the show. Then look what carry-ons after that. The Super starts, and that enemy's back. It's freaking perfect. But it's like a retcon, right? Elder Kai said back in the book, retcon's the wrong word. It's fun what Akira Toriyama does, where he plants a seed and then revisits it. But he says back in the Buu saga that the one who sealed him in the Z-Sword, I think the wording was, it was more dangerous than Buu, whoever did it. That character was later dubbed to be Beerus. But because it's a bit weird how they described that Z-Sword sealing, it's the perfect opportunity right here to show it in a digestible way that makes sense. So that you could go back and watch Dragon Ball Z and really feel like when Elder Kai's mentioning that was straight up Beerus, because you've seen the whole flashback. I'm done. Shank that like button. We'll be back in a week. You know, stuff's picking up. At least it's getting good now. Everyone remember me saying that. When it happens in a few months, you come back and you say, oh, teacher, you're so smart. And you're going to keep flooding me with the happy comments.